Well, another great Champions League night, isn't it? And then Barcelona for me, dear Mia, papa. And again, I'm here sure, say, for bed until the next Champions League conversation will come in. I dear Barcelona for I ne omwa sam papa and ne game no. And the Barcelona for sang when ne. In fact, you back the game in the home come because and then pundits no were tilted in favor of Barcelona because Paris Saint-Germain without the Ballon d'Or winner Dembele, without Kivicha Kvaratskhelia, without Desire Doyi, without Marquinhos, without João Neves, about 5 key players. I understand the conversation of Barcelona being without Rafinha, Femi Lopez, Gavi, Juan Garcia. But these 4 players, truth be told, if everyone is available, you only have Rafinha and goalkeeper Juan Garcia, who will be in the first 11. And possibly, maybe Femi Lopez because of recent rotations. But these are 5 key players of Paris Saint-Germain. Let me flip the table. Again, what's your lineup on the PG for especially on my front 3? I'm going to be that game anymore. I'm far lineup now. Muhu, hey, out there. Oh, you're strange. Mbai, Mayulu, Bradley Bacola. And I was like, come on, wait here. So Barcelona for up a PG. This is the right time I was a Barca PG. But for yeah, enjoy game would have loved to see Dembele, Desire Doye, Kivicha Kvaratskhelia in the game because we are spectator. You want to see stars, but for Barcelona, it was a perfect grounds advantage to them for them to beat Paris Saint-Germain. Come on, Luis Enrique, massive respect comes to Barcelona's home grounds with these players. Again, I want to stress with these players. Now, for about 60 minutes, or dominating Barcelona for na Barcelona for na ayan kwada. I see this game should be told. If PSG had not won the game, it can be injustice. If Paris Saint-Germain had drawn the game, Ukraine, make us say injustice. Because Bonana Barcelona Bono. They started well. We are going to talk about that. But after Barcelona for a loosey possession, Bibiadima PH, Barcelona became worse. You can't see Bibi say Diego. Until Paris Saint-Germain are winning goal. If you look at the reaction of the coach, you could feel it to say, Asheno say, Anye Biano, oh, the team now bad football, but Anye Biano, and Unya draw and Kobe pet because Obo ni fee. Only for Barcelona, and the defense, the power boys in the boy abs, hey, already yesu. Because here be pono, na Christiansen, Abba game ni mo Abe Bobby, into the back 4 of Jose Conde right back, left back Gerard Martin, Pau Kubasi, and Eric Garcia. Now on the 86 minutes, now ma Christiansen Abebo Bonibi, and you look at the goal, last goal Barcelona for Considia, and you're like, whoa, Alejandro Balde Chelsea. Oh yeah, Barcelona for highline, and Hakimi, sorry, I walk in born at Diaba. And again, Barcelona 4 players, defenders, Omanim FAC Omupo because they are chasing, and already Gonzalo Ramos was ahead of them. Inti say Hakimi pass enya ko. Na say the player ewo onside position awashaw because already only knew. Inti after the Christiansen and sprint say anye bi obetimi akachi Gonzalo Ramos and say obe bang the kekra send be across the bar obe that former slide, but unfortunately Barcelona had to concede a goal from this situation. Well, yeah, game ni mo na ye monkomo na ye hwe ne mani bie esie mahu say ebufuaba players press in fact interviews coaches near there, and again just to let you know. And you know one cause when Manchester City for they led last minute and penalty ebaye. So penalty this is here about defender. Upejana nine say or clear ball. Na player so ediniti aba na obeyi ball again with they be a catcher place no. Omo promo na ye pija wo soro do. And as I say so the senior system this year no and recently we say this kind of fouls ebapa. We ya say akoba say player need ni tinya bape abra we pija wo na ya a penalty. So Nico Gonzalez committed that penalty, and of course, I 2-2. You better run here many games in the mobile because and the games now cost very interesting. Olympiacos here one set boogie side the man Arsenal, especially Somba Emirates. So don't be see. I am hard draining some kids. So I am minimum the Uncle Arsenal starting. You know, I remember 2015. I'm Arsenal 3-2. And now 2020, you know, last saying 2021, let's not forget. And also, sir, I'm a Arsenal 1-0. Internet was Arsenal for Temu's uncle for we. I'm a hard dream pa. Early goal on the 12 minutes from Martinelli. And one year back, compesa until last minute, Bukayo Saka. And also about the winning goal at the Arsenal. I am super happy for Arsenal because we no hard dream pa. You remember games in the morning I say Ramos Højlund also trended papa master my you for into Mosha Horono. Say any player beyond Obebo from Manchester United Obana results started echo in favor of the player because Ramos Højlund of course, he is performing very well with Napoli. We also have that conversation now because we just for about 2 good goals. I will not just say 2 goals, 2 good goals. And also so Ashe, the rest of the result will come back to it. Me say Barca for ni be esusu say referees no, and then we with all due respect to my Barcelona fans. Let's call spade a spade. Where your Barca ni entina na mekano we nan kofo de hweme na kweku your Barca ni Barca for so sem your Madrid ni ade na ekoko eye tuntum etutum and na ball na ye hwe ye no Barca did not deserve even a draw. Wasa untina waji atum. Can we have such conversation? Then you look at the problems, then you try and find solutions because and send a Barcelona for starting game ni ye pa no bobo no. I was like, oh, wait here. Barca for be share PH for because Barca started the game well. Well, just to let you know, and then Paris Saint-Germain for no mo baba o supporters o more trust no. O mo baba I am told this almost for Barca about 14 hours and then the Charlie, these guys no almost per club no almost per yakaso or be per club with a power or per and it's not as if say be omuni BBU or mu BB these are bankers just a professional sankasa but the love of the club and maybe on the could be on media which I'm buy now was a police for a guard over because wow ni munema ya na AC akobase supporters ni 2 supporters Asia ya na ntokwane tado so police had to guide them to the stadium and of course Barcelona do omkotena esoro and then omo baya no omo stadium wo no moto Usman Ballon d'Or and one of the best stadium and drew baby no move Eddie Rubasa say now person mal me yamal edge Ballon d'Or no Usman Dembele na Argentina they say Eddie Ru Barcelona for the say Usman Ballon d'Or and on big room and before the warm up I saw Luis Enrique go to the Barcelona guys because only Momo Luis Enrique why Juma or Basta pay why Juma or the Spanish national team 2018 to 2022 about 4 years since he said obi ye Juma with team ni sa you expect to say on a place ni be cry or bond dada Pedri Eric Garcia Ferran Torres Ochechi omuninya he's one guy Barca for do dono I mean it's normal and coach omunyina and that teams now call you warm up and game no babe sheso to be very honest and a lineup na 2 teams edisia you know then I'm bit surprised there Paris Saint-Germain game, no, mina misusu say, become the cre. I thought Gonzalo Ramos would have started. Possibly can Lee ever start, only for the coach to choose Mayulu and Mbai. Well, because now Makinyo Sembodia, Zabanyi and Ebebo no. Apart from that, there, ne bibia be hye na kwemu. Barcelona de ne can say Ferran Torres bebo body be, but as to whether say obebo as a number 9 and as a left wing or any nim, and of course coach no drop Lewandowski, Emma Ferran Torres a boy alongside Rashford and Lamine Yamal up front. Ronaldo ye now one starts no. Most of Barca fans for the pass now saying ya na see a boy no. And we pick it from no we pick no. Charlie is playing very well. Incident in a coach na one so na boy na arm ball no. But say no so a generative conversation pa Barca supporters ni be anya happy why Ronaldo did not start the game. Well, it is what it is. But of course, back for no and no much say interviews just konde ekasasisia just konde say I'm not surprised. Today, PSG showed they are the champions of Europe. They were superior. O player no just konde na jatum no. O say PSG for were superior. Wa jatum say PSG for no mono. Now was so papa the man of the match no e the man Nuno Mendes. And now Jafwaye game papa. And again, if you look at Nuno Mendes and Lamine Yamal in the bare first 10-15 minutes here, why you Rebecca say Lamine Yamal be kunu pa, and of course, and about bare, I think bare is it 57 minutes and body bedi hoja session have to go long. Mo body bedi Lamine Yamal, and why Lamine Yamal so or handle Nuno Mendes, Bradley Bacola, and Vitinha. Was less than 2 minutes, so bare 1 minute and a few seconds. Or Chuomo sounds so that Chuomo, hey, or you almost some quada 3 players or Chuomo, we are bano aside to channel. And you're like, wow. A one less than 2 minutes when your GDS say, and then we're going to watch a great game. And of course, it kept on happening because not Lamine Yamal fa ball no na Eddie. So metimino. Let me give you one example because on the 14th minute, Lamine Yamal fa Bobby and Ferran Torres was running into space or Bossa Rabona or the nature Bossa pass. Man, that was super pass. Ball pass no one. And Ferran Torres, a BT goalkeeper. But Obobo no and na amfa. Obobo na Zabanyi. Ebe ibo ne different in him. That could have been a goal. That could have been a goal in Keshaya. In a conversation, no assasa kra. What as eno he born inti. I mean, say a holiday. What we should game ni mubian. You are like, oh, send a basa see ebo born idea. Basa meet me aye baby. Send a basa AC bobono. Basa beti me baby. I mean that was the conversation sad and na echo. Okay. Until on the 18th minute, and a Vitinha far ball. And now call passing ball in the chair or passing ball in the chair and be Lamine Yamal. And Lamine Yamal at the ball in the Pedri. Then Pedri moved forward, gave the ball to Marcus Rashford. Rashford and Chinchonso pass to Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres goal. Quick passes. And on a PH for no ace to say you're offside. But eja omoni mo be yire ne kire say enye offside. And I was okay. Say enye offside there. Barcelona won. And when I was like, okay, and they said yeah, boy ye boy there Barcelona for ball no, they were dominating, they were playing good football. I mean, it is what it is. But it's modern started say, but I remember very well, I think on the 23rd minute, Lamine Yamal for ball. Just say too much dribbling. And mono kwatse toy my ball Bradley Bacola for ball. And the ball ne call Sam on Wakasa and the ball ne kwache. In fact, all Trumika try cry. I should have scared Barcelona. Na Nuno Mendes ana Lamine Yamal yen wedwuma pa no na afei o ma start build confidence ne ba enkakra. And you want to say, Nuno Mendes, no, before I go ni beba, he had made a good run. Emma Frankie the Young foul no could see any nenchi. I will crano. Basta fancy you show me because Senna didn't see coin. One when you have a dream say a red card because VAR had to check. And almost na and said that something malicious be because or to be kana the 9 quits Nuno Mendes 19 to referee looks okay. Then let's maintain the same yellow card and one year be found. No problem. Because Nuno Mendes was growing in confidence, and you want to say, look at the goal Paris Saint-Germain essay. Boy ne far ball from the half. And not the ball at the air. Danny Olmo could not run and tackle him or foul him. Juice Conde went to me and a boy did the ball in the air. Frankie de Jong could not because he had taken yellow card into Senko or could tackle a fouler. That would have been a red card into so and the Nuno Mendes carry a ball from the left back, carry a ball and again Pau Kubasi. Oh, and the Kubasi mehu Kubasi. We got Kubasi and my Yulu na echo. Inti 110 the body posture was wrong. And the ball shell and my Yulu. And my Yulu please the ball share 37 minutes. Excellent goal. Basa just say in Kabasa crying out reaction be crying so okay they are giving the game a try. Master be anyways. Board still no afi Basa crying to me more board. You are like in Barcelona for the mobile home I was say we be more start the game ni afi the near my Jaguana. What is going on? What I say because Bakubi I think on the 41st minute Bradley Bakula or Tenny Gerard Martin Bima just said chances kept on coming, kept on flowing. Sa Basa for no who game no so. Any recall first half. I thought we're going to see a different Barcelona team in the second half. Amobaye, say ya. I know sir Bakubina Barcelona for an airplay second yellow card at the Aman Nuno Mendes because Unyano 1v1 be I think on the 59th minute. Emo Kati in and the Nuno Mendes a foul and then a Barcelona for no air calling for that and the referee no Angie. Well, second half Barcelona nya Dani Omo nya chance be pa. And Nanka Sanas Basso for Bassana said we say trouble that woman or Nanka so Betty. Because I'm to the extent you see when Daniel is playing and people say or people start tweeting, asking questions, almost started so Omo bizarre about Femi Lopez, and then you know that Dani Omo is not playing well. Well, anyway, it is what it is. Inti Bono Bassa for no who game no so the changes that kept on coming. For instance, Alejandro Balde Bei Gerard Martin was quite obvious. Macasado Ebei Dani Olmo. Then Yama Pedri and Kwana Matenwo. What I say, Anche. So because says only for me to see say yet substitutes me and Sunny in album. So Robert Lewandowski, Mark Bernal came in the game for Marcus Rashford. And they like Marcus Rashford more. And so, I think Barcelona made what? How many? 5 changes? Alejandro Balde Bebobi, Macasado Bebobi, Lewandowski Bebobi, Mark Bernal Bebobi, ever pon on the Christians. So 5 changes. 5 changes. But it is what it is. Go now, PH for share. Last goal. To be very honest, me and Gasano, PH for share goal, me say boy with the offside. But me honestly, mo say no mo say aji go no there. Me who so line of muju twa bre me there. Me say me there. Wo adwinche ba me there. Me who so. But again, that's not the reason why Barcelona lost because Seka say share incident by incident sir. I know say Bakubi Eric Garcia ba there Bakubi. What I say? Eric Garcia 9 can ball and as Zibanya a born in 90, you can't say a then it will not be fair. And of course, some of these things, sometimes we look at it, yeah, sure, but understand me that I'm saying, say, bar these things, Barcelona did not play well. That's the conversation. They did not play well. But I'm saying interviews, ego so na sanya OCG edi ebe bobo ane nyina no na ye de ni nyina so edi abroad because and the Champions League and started fi Karabakh was 2-0 against FC Copenhagen Union for no so atifie Emma Newcastle ababo bomb 4-0 master and the Vortamada abo goal Anthony Gordon and so abo 2 goals and a half bounce and the Newcastle for no name 4-0 and almost say Arsenal as Olympiacos by 2-0. And of course, by Leverkusen, any PSV game, 1-1. Dortmund, Ashe, Atletico Bilbao, season when me whom ye crowd. And going. What could forward? And say, Inaki Williams, the boy Nico Stella, the Bono, the one Yantono. What is it? And that's also Ankoyan Farmer, Monaco, Manchester City game, and then Halana bought 2 goals and I was sending players a defending ye at the Buano and so Manchester City chiro a quite that was say a yibino game na a 2-2 a 2-1 sa until the 90th minute a penalty by Eric Dyer Bobo and so they share Napoli for us Sporting Lisbon for 2-1 and a Villarreal and a Juventus game and so I 2-2 again it was 2-1 until Renato Viega. And so goal and so at the amount when Thomas Partey it's not benches one bobo maybe and see for interviews so Frankie de Jong say we are disappointed conceding the last minutes goal and losing at home. We are extremely disappointed, and of course this is a statement from him. Yeah, about interviews ninja na on the bro away next video. Trust us. Intime pamcho wadaroma. Nyame hu abotre. May gather interviews on the bro sisi a. Catch you on na mun subscribe because you man dey. You know what? Bye bye.